Hey everyone, welcome to our channel. This is Green Educational Consults, and happy to see you guys. All right. Thanks for joining us today, and I hope you guys can hear me clearly. Yeah, so today we'll be talking about graduate assistantship, how you guys can find it, and so that when you get admission, you don't have to pay fees. A lot of students are getting admission these days, and they are not able to find scholarship, and also how to make your documents the best one that can win admission. So today we'll be talking about all those things, how you can able to send email to professors, how you can choose a good program that can offer a scholarship. Because if you want to study in the US or any other countries, the program that you choose will determine whether you have funding or not. So you have to choose a program that have funding. It's not just about every program that you can apply to that can give you scholarship. So we'll be talking about that, and I'll also be teaching you how you can able to write your CV, write your essays. I'll touch on that, and in our subsequent next sessions, I will go live and teach you how to write a good CV, good essay, and all those things. So if you're on this page, share, likes, and support this page so that we can able to share more things you can use to win funding. All right, because if you don't have scholarship and you're not coming from a good home that have money, life will be a bit difficult for you. So this session is going to be very interactive. You send us your questions, type your questions, we'll be reading them and I'll be answering them for you. So if you have questions, feel free to start sending them and I'll read them. I'll respond to everything that you asked me today. So this is a free session and it's going to be like about 1 hour or 3 minutes, and for you to learn how to apply to your school. So let your comments flow and I'm glad to respond to you. So we have our student ambassador from University of Science and Technology, and it's a computer science student. We'll be there to be reading your comments and what's it going. Hi, Tiflos, do you want to say something?
Yeah, sure. Yes, once again, I'm Tiflos. I'm reading computer science at KNUST. Yes, and I'm here to help with the questions when science at KNUST. Yes, and I'm here to So yes, I'll be reading the questions. So please, if you have any question, make sure you leave them in the comment section, and I'll be there to, read them out so that our advisor will take us through and answer them. Yes.
Good. Yeah, that's what you already said. So the first thing will be, let me share my screen with you to take you through what to say, how to prepare yourself for teaching assistantship. So give me just a minute. Let me share my slide with you and able to take you through the processes, how you can able to apply to get assistantships to study in the US. Okay, so I will tell you the difference between assistantship and scholarship. All right, so these two are not the same. What we know is scholarship, okay? But we're looking at what is called assistantship. So assistantship is just you are going to be assisting professors doing research work or teaching. All right, so this is what you'll be doing. So scholarships are basically some kind of discount that the school gives to you. So the two are different; they are not the same. Okay, so for you to get assistantship, it's based on your experience, what you can offer. Okay, you remember that this is not something free. It's not a free money they are giving to you. They are employing you to be a teaching assistant so that you can help a professor. All right. So before you can get that, it has to mean that you have to get work on your documents. Most of the time, I tell students that it's your document that's going to speak for you. All right. So if you don't have a good essay and CVs, that will be difficult to get. That's why I will take you through the process step by step and explain to you how you can be able to do that to win scholarship. A lot of students get admission all right, but there's no scholarship, and it's quite difficult. If you're not from a big home, that'll be hard for you. And we tell students, don't take loan to come to the US. Life will be difficult for you. All right. So I don't support loan. All right. So if you are here, this is going to help you to navigate the process of getting good assistantship. All right. So my name is Blessing, and most of you have seen me on Facebook, and I'm the founder of Green Educational Consults, and I'll be talking about graduate assistantship. All right. So before we go on, this is my slide. Can you guys see my slide?
Yeah, yes, please.
Okay,
yeah,
good.
You can see.
Okay, good. Let me make it this way for you to see. Good. All right. Okay. So, your tuition and stipend. Okay, and we also have research assistants. So mostly when you come, let's say a PhD student, your first year, sometimes they can make you to become a research assistant. So what you do is to be assisting your professors how to, researching papers, doing some literature review, some data analysis, and all those things. So things before you can be given teaching assistantship or TA job, it means that you need to have some skills. But they don't expect you to be a teacher, but at least you should know how to use some basic software. Like we know, like Stata, Python, SPSS, SAS, MATLAB, and all those things. So it means those skills have to be on your CV. All right. So if I'm employing to become you, if I want to employ you to become my teaching assistant or research assistant, I needed some skills from you. It means you have to know some basic analysis tools. So if you don't have those on your CV, it will be difficult to get funding. So this is a reason why most of you applied and you don't get funding. They want to see some skills inside your CV, and your essays, you have to tell them about yourself, what you can do. If they employ you, they are employing you. So the teacher assistant, it's not like a free money they are giving to you. They are employing you, they are taking you so that you can and be assisting the professor in a department. All right. So for scholarship, you don't work for it. But for assistantship, you work for it. So right now, when I was admitted as teaching assistant. So it means that I have to be doing some work in a department. I have to grade. I have to do some literature review for my professor, and I also have to teach sometimes. All right. So when you, as a PhD student, they'll make you will teach for 1 semester or 2 semesters or more. All right. So it means you need to have some skills inside your CV. You have to release them. And the way you write your CV is something that we'll be talking about in another session. All right. So today, just to tell you how you can find it. So I'll be teaching you how you can find the assistantship and how do you tailor your CV and your essays towards that to win funding to study. All right. So these are mostly it's Canada and the US. UK also have that. Australia also have that. But today we're talking more of Canada and US. But everything I say here applies to Australia and Canada. All right. If you have interest in Europe, we'll be touching on that as well. But mostly this ought to be done today. All right. Yeah. So the tuition. Sometimes assistantships it's fully, and some are also partial. All right. So yes, leave your questions here, and I'll be responding to them. So strong letters, sometimes you have publications also help you to get assistantship. So if you're in school, you are yet to graduate, and you have some project you are doing, even your undergraduate project work is count as a research work. Okay, you need some experience, so it's very competitive to get this funding. Okay, if you are applying for a PhD program or masters, you need to have a good skills. So it's not as if like because your friend or somebody you know have assistantship, means when you also apply, you also get. It's beyond that. You have to show skills in your CV. All right. So it's employment. Okay, scholarship is something they give to you, don't work for it. But assistantship, you must work for it. Okay, it's not free. And to get that, it also depends what kind of program you're applying to. So some of you are not getting funded because of the program you're applying to. So we have a lot of students coming to me with MBA, let's say that's business administration, marketing, accounting, finance, and data analytics, and they're not getting full scholarship. These programs don't usually have a full scholarship. That's a reality on the ground. Anyone tells you that you can get full scholarships MBA, I don't believe that is true. Since I've been doing this work since 2018, I have not seen an MBA student getting a full scholarship. It's hardly you will see that. So the program you apply to will determine whether you have funding or not. Okay, so you need to apply to research-based universities. In the US, we have more than 1,000 universities in the US, and the program you apply to and also the school also count. So when you are applying, somebody say, okay, I want to apply to a school that have lower GPA requirements, so that when I can easily get admission. No, then when the school have that kind of lower GPA requirement, the school ranking is low, know that school may not have good funding. So I tell you that don't automatically reject yourself. Be bold, work in your documents, and apply to top universities, at least top 50s. Okay, top 50s are good to get a good funding. I mean, you can apply to top 80, 100 is good, but for you to get admission and win funding, the top schools more or less give you guarantee of funding. If you apply to a PhD program, of which if you're from undergrad in Ghana, Nigeria, and other countries, you can use your bachelor to apply for a PhD in the US. Okay, so if you want to masters, don't have good scholarship. Okay, so we tell students that don't go if you have interest of going to academia, like become a lecturer, or even it doesn't mean when you do PhD you have to be a professor, you have to teach. Okay, you can do PhD work in companies and the rest. Okay, so if you need funding and your GPA is good, we advise you to move from undergrad to PhD, because PhD you get a full scholarship. But for masters, not all programs give full scholarship. It's a bit difficult to get full scholarship for masters. So if you have undergrad, good GPA, let's say if you're from, let's say, University of Ghana, UDS, you're from UNILAG in Nigeria, many programs, you can use your undergrad to move to PhD level. If you're from international relations, political science, computer engineering, biomedical engineering, you can move from undergrad to PhD. You don't have to waste time and go to do masters. So in that case, your CV and your essay have to be highly standard. You are competing with students from all over the world. So the moment you decide to move from a country to another country, mean that it's like World Cup. Okay, if you want to apply to US, you are competing with US citizens, you are competing with your fellow countrymen who are studying in that country as well. So when let's say I moved from Ghana and I moved to do my master's in the US, I also want to do my PhD, and you are coming from Ghana, you are going to compete with me who is currently studying in the US. So it means that you have to make your documents strong. If I'm in the US already and I'm going to apply for PhD and you are from Ghana, and if I'm in the US, it's easier for me to email professors and get response than you that are in Ghana coming, because probably I'm going to use my university email, send email to them. So when they look at the email, it looks authentic. Okay. Sometimes professors have been receiving so many emails. Some of them are from Gmail, and it's like some of them are trying to hack them, sending spam email and all those things. So it means you have to work hard, make your document strong. Okay, because you are not here. Sometimes a student can just move from, if you're in the US, you can travel to another school to get meet professors face to face. So it means that if I'm here, I can do some things. So if you are not here, it means that you have to work hard and make your document stand tall. Okay, so the program that you apply to determine whether you have funding or not. So this program I've listed here, STEM programs. If your program is not here, I'm not saying you cannot get funding. I'm not saying, these are some samples I've listed. So STEM programs, I will tell you why you need to do STEM in the US. STEM gives you a very good chance to get a job, to get even green card after school. Okay, so we tell students, don't just apply for any program at all. If your dream is to stay for some time, then you have to be very careful about the program that you are applying to. All right, so the STEM, we know, is a science, that um, the tech, the engineering, and mathematics. So the math parts, we are talking about mathematics, we are talking about statistics, we're talking about actuarial science, accounting, and finance, and all those. They fall under maths. So for the business side, to get funding, you must apply for a PhD program. Okay, if you are from a finance background, accounting, and other programs, then I would advise you to write GRA. Okay, if you want to study in the US, you need GRA to do business program. All right, if you write a GRA, you get a good score and get admitted, you have a full scholarship. That is life-changing. Business professors earn sometimes 2 times the salary of people who are in the sciences. So write GRA, write GMAT, and get a fully funded scholarship. Okay, but for master's business program, it's difficult to get a full scholarship. So you may get partial, and sometimes students take loan to cover the rest. In case you're not from a big home like me, then you have to take a loan to cover the rest of your fees. Okay, so we don't support loans. So we tell you what to do to win a fully funded scholarship. All right. Now the next one is a social sciences. Okay, education program. If you are from education background, you have good scholarship. Okay, if you're a teacher and you have from education basic, what do you call this program? Early childhood and all those programs, they do have good funding. All right. So if you're from those education program, for example, if you're from Ghana and you've been to, let's say, University of what do you call it? Is this education Winneba? Yeah. So they have more education programs. You can win scholarship. So education programs do have a lot of funding. We have like administration, education, something like that. They have higher education studies. They have funding a lot. So if you're from education program, you can do that. And one advice I can give to you is that it doesn't mean when you do computer science, you have to go and do masters in computer science automatic or PhD in computer science. You can always divert. Okay, so computer science is the basic for IT. So you can choose a field and move into it. You can go and do artificial intelligence. You can go and do neuroscience. You can go and do so many programs. Biomedical engineering. We have people from computer science even do finance. Okay, because finance is tech. Okay, so you can move to different areas. So don't feel like because I've done political science, I have to go and do political science. You have to continue this. You can always divert to different field. So when you come to what we do is that we look at your transcript, your 4th and a 3rd year, those courses that you do, and you've performed in some field. And if you see that, let's say you're from finance, and we know that you cannot get full scholarship for your masters, and you have done some coursework, we can look at that, let you divert to different field, okay, where you can get funding. That's the most important thing. So this is not something like you can just do trial like. No, admission is not about trial. It's about your profile, how you can build your profile to get funding. And one advice I will give to you is that if you know that you didn't do some data analysis, you need, if you are in social science, business, IT, you need to know some coding skills. You need to have some coding skills to get funding, because you are going to be research assistant or teaching assistant. You need to know how to code. You need to know how to do data analysis. If you are a nurse, you are in public health, no matter which field you are, you need to know how to code. You need to put those things inside your CV. All right. So your CV is your that is you. That is you on paper. Okay, because on admission time, when they are going to review after you have spent the whole night trying to fill the form, apply, and you want to sleep, somebody is going to read your application, and you are not there to justify yourself. Okay, so your CV is you on paper they are looking at. So it has to contain a lot of ingredients that can make you to get admission. All right. So assistantship is based on your experience and what you can do. It's not about GPA alone. Okay, you can have first class. You can have 3.5 on 4, 3.9 on 4. And if your CV is not strong, your essay is not strong, you will not get admission. You can get admission all right with no funding. That's why good GPA people apply for school, get funding. Sorry, they get admission with no funding, or they get partial, because when they give admission to you, it's a different process. So we have assistantship and we have admission. So the funding is different from the admission. So they can admit about 20 students and give funding to 10 students. So you all qualify for admission, but when they come to funding, they are going to read your essay again, your CV again, and filter some people. Okay, so these are the things that you need to be doing. So we emphasize your CV and essay, and your reference letters have to be strong enough to win you funding. All right, because your lecturers knows you. Okay, so if I'm in the US and I'm going to recruit from, let's say, UDS, I don't know you, so we ask that your lecturer to send a reference letter who's going to speak about you, because we know that he's a lecturer. He'll be honest to say something about you. So the kind of person that you select to write your reference letter will determine whether you have admission or not. So don't go and select a lecturer who you are not in good terms with. Get a lecturer that you trust, who can write something about it, because they are going to read it. Okay. So if you're in school, we advise you to start working, build a very good relationship with your lecturers to get for them, when you finish school, they can write you a good reference letter. If you're out of school, you finish school for some time now, and you don't know anyone who writes for you, use this period to build your relationship with them, okay? So that they can go to write a good thing for you. All right. Right. So we look at economic side. PhD in economics, they have good funding and they have job opportunities. Political science, okay? It doesn't mean you need to do political science undergrad to get into political science in PhD. You can move from different fields to get into political science. All right. You don't have to be exactly in this program to go and do it. You have to justify why you can do this program, and they want to see that from you. And we have sociology. These programs will have funding a lot in the US. Sociology have a lot of funding. Okay. So this, and also we have other programs that are being listed here. So education routes, so many programs in education. So if you do education program, don't think you are useless. Okay. If you are from HND, you don't need to go and do another top up. No, you can move from HND to do even PhD. If you have a good GPA, you can move from HND to master's level. You don't need to go and do top up in another school. So let's say in Accra, you're from Accra Technical University, and you finish your HND, you don't need to go and do a top up. You can move from HND straight to PhD or even to masters. So what matters is your essay and your CV has to be strong enough to win admission. All right. And if I'm from the business field, like I said earlier, accounting, finance, you can move from computer science and go to finance. People are doing it. I know a professor who moved from physics to finance PhD program. Okay, because physics is mathematics. If you can finance PhD program, you're not going to do calculations. It's by theoretical, going to learn about theories, how to analyze data and all those things. Okay. And we also have information system. Okay, this is a nice program. This program is a nice program. It's a very nice program. It's involving data analysis, database. Even people there also do so many things. It can work even in hospitals. Okay, so you have to choose a program, and you have to know where you want to be. Okay, don't just choose any program just because you want admission, but choose a program that can give you job after school. All right. And we have a program called operations management. Even if you're from HR, if you do HR undergrad, you can move to these programs. Okay. But you need a good GPA. HR can also go to organizational behavior. This is a program. I'll show you. I'll log into. I'll check some of the school you can see. So these programs are good for you. Strategy. If you are from HR, if you do business admin and all these things, write GRE and apply to this program in the US. You have a full scholarship. Okay. So the goal is choose the right program that can win you funding, not just any program at all. Okay. And to apply, you need good GPA. If I say good GPA, at least 3.0 and above is cool. If you have above that, that is good for you. If you are still in school, put everything aside, work hard to get a very strong GPA. That's going to give you chances, okay? And if you are still in school, get some internship and do. Okay, involve yourself in association. If your department have some kind of, let's say if you're computer science, you're from mathematics, you have like MASAC, Mathematics Students Association of Ghana. If you're from Nigeria, any country you have, joint association in your department, put those on your CV. It counts a lot. Okay, so if you are from business side, you need GRA to get PhD program. If you apply to master's program in finance, it will be difficult to get scholarship because they are not research programs. So know that the US is research field have scholarship. Finance, accounting are not research-based program. If you're from engineering, you'll be doing research work. If you're from neuroscience, biomedical science, public health, all these programs are research-based. So it means that when you are admitted, you'll be given assistantship. That's what you have to be looking at. All right. And also the CV. How do you get your CV to get admission for you? Last time, a student sent me a CV to review, and the student put date of birth, religion like Christian, and the student also puts the age, marital status, all those things on the CV. No, we don't need those things in your CV. Your CV have to go straight to the point. Okay, because you are applying to a school, we have business job CV, and we also have graduate assistantship CV. They are different. If you are applying to a school and you are, let's say you are a banker, you are working in a bank, okay, but you want to go to school, your CV has to be different from the one that you used to apply for banking job. Okay, if you are currently working and you are out of school for about 2 years, your education background must still come first before your job. Okay, your education background have to be the first thing. So your education, and if you are involved, if you have ever been a leader in your school before, then you have to put that under your education, your GPA, and some of your courses that you did. You have to take your best courses that align with the program you're applying to. Okay, don't just going to list all the programs. No, your programs have to be matching with the program that you are going to apply. Your all that you did in undergrad, let's say you're applying to computer science or let's say public health, and you have taken some courses that are related to that program. List those courses alone. Don't just list all of them. And those that you have gotten a good grade inside. Okay, list those on your transcript. Sorry, on your CV. That's going to help you. Then the next thing that you have to talk about your skills. I mentioned that to get assistantship, it has to do with your skills. They are looking at your skills. What can you do? So let's say I'm the professor and I work. My research is in cancer. All right, and it means that I'll be doing some data analytics. And when you applied, you just mentioned SPSS, and that's it. SPSS cannot do rigorous data analytics. So you have to first look at the professors, their background, okay? Because you are going to mention them inside your essay. So you look at their background and what kind of work are they doing? What kind of research work are they doing? So you find out, okay, this professor does this kind of research work. So you need this software. So you have to put those software in your CV. All right. So if I use Python or I use R for my analysis, and then you put SPSS or Stata, I cannot recruit you because I feel like you don't have any experience how to use those software. So these are the tricks that you can do. So it has to do with your experience. And if you have ever taught before, like even a TA or group teaching, you can also put that in your CV. Okay. When we were in high school, we need to have like elective maths class. And if you're in undergrad, you can do some mathematics teaching, you are a group leader, something like that. Put those in your CV. Everything should be there for you. Anything that is in academics, put them on your CV. All right. And how do you describe your skills? Inside your roles, when you have taken some job position before, how do you put those things in your CV to attract? Now, when you are applying to the school, some of the schools don't say it clearly whether they have assistantship. So let me show you a screen. Okay, I'll show you one screen and you can see what I'm talking about here. All right, let me show you one of my screen and see how the assistantship is look like. Okay, give me a minute to share my screen with you here right now. All right, so as you can see my screen, I'm sharing something here that you guys can see. Where is it? Can you guys see my screen? All right, so it's here. Okay, so let's look at this university. Okay. Is my screen showing? Oh, let me cancel. Okay. All right, so as you can see, this university here. Okay, so this is what assistantship I'm talking about. All right. So this, for example, this is University of Florida, and they have assistantship. So this amount of money that you get when you get admitted to this program, 31,000 annually. So by 12, so you get around $2,000 plus every month. That's enough to take good care of you. All right. So how do you apply to this? Okay, you have to read the instruction. It says all applicants will be automatically considered for eligible and available graduate assistantships. It means that once you admit, this is a top university. That's why I keep saying apply to top schools. Be confident, don't be intimidated by the school ranking. Okay, apply to top schools. Once you are admitted, they have the funding. So in the US, we have research-based universities, and some of them are not research-based. So those are not research-based. Their funding is small, but the top schools, they are research-based or they are state-level universities. They have good funding. So once you're applying, look at the state-level universities. So this is called University of Florida. This is a state-based university. This is a national state-based university. Federal. So they get funding from the federal government. Okay, just like in Ghana, we have, let's say, we have like Greater Accra, Volta region, Central region. So let's say University of Cape Coast is a national university. So it means that they will have funding from the government. I'm just giving an example. So apply to the top university and you have a good funding. So once you are admitted to this university, you will have full scholarship. You don't need to pay anything. You only need to pay your flight ticket and come to the US. Okay? Insurance is covered, your allowance is covered, your tuition is covered, and some other conference staff. All right. So, and you need to work for how many hours? 20 hours per week. That is a requirement for international students. Okay. So once you get admitted, you get this full scholarship. That's life changing. Your life has changed. Okay. You don't need money from your mom and dad again. You are okay to come to the US. Even some months, you can send some coins to your mom and dad, your sisters, or your friends. Okay. So once you come, your friends will start calling you for money. So prepare for that. And let me go for that to show you. All right. So that is the one thing that you can look at. Okay. And if you check from here, so that's the stipend, and you have insurance for 12 months. Okay, the list is more. There are more schools. So this is how. So how do you apply for this? You don't apply for this separately. So it means they will review your application with. They'll review your. So how do you apply? Okay, so they have your transcripts, and you need some document. You need to write good essay. Okay, so you need to write a very good essay. All right, you need to write good essay. They specify how to write an essay. If you use AI, the schools will know, they'll get you. Okay, so we tell you to invest more into your essay writing. All right, don't use AI to write your essay. If you do that, they'll definitely find out. So, and you need to mention some faculties in your essay. All right, so that's just how it will go. And also your reference letter. You need someone to give you a very good reference. So they mention some things that the letter have to cover. Okay, your letter have to write about integrity, work ethics, persistence, and all this. So you need a lecturer that can write good thing about you, not because the lecturer is a top one, but you need someone to write good thing about you. That will help you to get admission. All right. So feel free to drop in your questions. Ask me any questions. I'll be answering all questions today, and share to your friends. Share everything to your friend. I'll be answering our question once I'm done with the presentation here. Okay, right. Let me continue from here. Once I'm done, all questions will be answered. Okay. Now the next thing is, how do you send an email to a professor? Last time students told me that, it's common to that I know myself. Sometimes you send an email to professors and they don't respond to you. I know that is a bit, we all face that, and you can't do anything about it, but you don't have to give up. You have to continue. Okay. You have no choice to keep on sending email. So how do you send an email to professor? If you're going to send email to professor, it's no many we're doing. So we tell students, let your email be brief. Don't go above 150 words or 200 words. Don't put so many things in an email. Your email is, we call it cold email. You are reaching out to tell the person who you are, what you can do. Okay, and most people will say that, oh, go and mention some of his papers that he has done. It's not all of them that will do that. What you can do is, you are interested in his research. Okay, I have gotten PhD admission for students and myself, and so what I'm saying here is by experience. Okay, so when you write an email, you have to be direct. Okay, it's not friendship. You are not begging for it. So it's professional academic email. So you are saying, hey, professor, you have to use the title. Okay. Then your first line can be some greetings, you greet and who you are. You are from Nigeria. You have a GP of this, and you have done this program in your country, and you have research. You have research interest. Your research interest have to be something that he is doing. Okay. Even if you don't have, but just make sure you mention his research in your letter. You have to mention that to align with his own. So he's going to check, okay, he do something on cancer, and I'm also on cancer. Okay, he wants prostate cancer. Then there's a connection. Okay, then you have to tell the professor what you can do. Okay, you have to say you are proficient in doing data analysis. You know how to use R. You know how to do data analysis. You have to do coding. Something like that. Okay, because they cannot recruit you if you cannot code, because they cannot spend money on you and you cannot work. Like I said, assistantship is employment. Okay, it's not a free money they give to you. You have to work for it. So you have to mention your skills, what you can do, and what you want to do as a research work. Okay, you don't go and write so long. They may not read it. Some few lines are okay. 150 words are okay for a code email. Okay, if you send an email to the professor and he hasn't responded to you, after 1 week or 2 weeks, you can do a follow-up. Hey, professor, I hope you're doing good. I'm following on my email that I sent you last time. I wonder if you have some free time. I will be glad to hear from you. Something cool. Okay, you don't have to be angry. Feel like, oh, I've emailed you and then you don't mind me. Okay, that's not a good way. All right. Keep your question coming. I'll scroll and answer all of them. Okay, and that'll be for the email, and that's what you have to do. All right. So let me take some few questions and I'll come back to the slide. All right. Yeah, so let me take, please share to your friends and let's see everything coming. Okay. So the next thing, the one person is asking, that's Osman. Osman, where are you watching from? Which country are you watching from? So say my regards to this team for educating us about the scholarship in America. Thank you. My question is that I'm a graduate of political science. Good. And second class lower with teaching experience. That is nice. In one of college. So I can get an assistantship in the US or UK with this background. Why not? Yes, you have teaching experience. So I tell students that your GPA alone does not define who you are. Okay, whether you have lower class, upper class, once you have some other experience, teaching experience, research experience, you are good to go. And also, since it's PhD, your undergrad project work, okay, your undergrad project work will be something good for you. So if you have a project work, and put that inside your CV, okay, under your research skills, research experience, you can put your undergrad project work. Okay, if your school you didn't do project work, but you've done some course project work like group work, something like that, put that on your CV. But don't say it's a group work. Okay, just put there as if you're the one who did it alone. Okay. So with you, Osman, yeah, of course, you can apply. US would be a good option for you. US is still number one for funding. It's still number one. Whether the president or maybe something you don't like, they are still number one for funding. If you look for funding, US is a good option for you. All right. UK is fine, but I'm guessing you are having undergrad. Let me know whether you're having undergrad or master's degree. So from undergrad, you can move to PhD because master's level sometimes funding is difficult to get. So with you can apply to PhD program. You can be considered. Okay, and yeah, and then Samson. So what are some of the strategies to use if you send cold emails to the professor and they're not responding? So the best way. So one, let me just take this road from my personal experience. For me, my first email I sent to a professor, he responded, and it was on Friday, and Monday we had an interview. So during an interview, he told me that I will admit you. So that was my own. But before then, I applied to other schools as well. Some of them didn't respond. So this is how I do it. If I write email to one professor and he didn't respond to me, I'll go back and read through my email. Is everything right? Have I any spelling mistakes? Let me look at the content. Let me review it. So with test students, don't email professors to the same department. I'll come to you, okay? Let's say you are applying to nursing program, and we have about 9 professors on the department. Don't email all of them at once, okay? Email about 2 for the first time because they're the same department. Don't email because the professors, they talk among themselves. Okay, so when you email all of them at once, that's a red flag. Okay, so don't do that. All right, because they talk among themselves. Some of them are made, some of them they have research work in common. So you don't email all of them at once. You have to email them, do 2 at once. 1 or 2, 3 is okay. Then you what? So if they don't respond to you, you have to review your essay. Your email. Is everything fine? You follow up. After 1 week or 2 weeks. 2 weeks is too far. Maybe 1 week or 10 days. Let's say 10 days. You can follow up. Now, the time that you send the email also counts. So rather in the US is 2:45, depending on which state you are. Okay. If you're from Nigeria, it's 5 hours ahead of Nigeria is 5 hours of Canada and US. Okay, it also depends on which state. So I'm talking about, let's say New York. New York and Ghana is 4 hours. Nigeria is 5 hours. So if you email a professor at this time, it's good. It's 2 p.m. Someone can still reply on email, or you can send email to them when it's 9 a.m. or because 9 a.m. some of them are in their office. So if you're from Ghana, 9 a.m. is like 1 p.m. In Ghana. So you have to know what time to send the email. If you send an email to them at night, some of them may open it when they're about to go to bed. They may not, they will forget to respond to you. So the timing also counts. You have to look at the timing. Why do you have to send an email? Some of them, they may read it while they are driving and they forgot to respond. So that's why it's good to do a follow-up. So always analyze. Is my email okay? Is everything fine? Why didn't I get a response? Review your email again and send. So what we do is that we're able to review your email that you send because it's very important. So don't give up. Send to another 2 and wait and follow up with other ones and try other schools. There's no other thing that we can do, but you have to keep on trying. It means that if they don't respond to you, it also means that maybe your profile is not strong, or you don't have the skills that they are looking for, or your research area does not match. Okay, so always target those are your research interests. They have the same the same research interest like you. You are just from undergrad, you can always change field. Okay, so make sure your research interest matches with them. All right. I believe I've answered you. If you need more questions, feel free to drop the questions. And if you want, I can be showing you to the comment section and to my live stream. I'm here today to be answering all questions. Okay, so the CV has to be something that have to speak for you. All right, make sure you have a very good CV. If you have a good CV, you can get admission. All right. Now, one of the things that I'll be talking about is somebody who's in this program. Somebody moved from finance or accounting to information system. So if you are from IT, from finance program, you can also move to information system. I showed this earlier. Okay, the US, they don't actually look at whether you have done this program or you didn't do this program. Okay, they don't look at that. So if you're from finance program here, you can do information system or accounting for your masters. Okay, if you're from finance, you can move to master's program in this program. They can take you. But if you apply for finance masters, no funding, no full scholarship, it's difficult to get. All right. If your program is not here, you can type in your program you want, and I'll answer you. Now, let me talk to those from high school want to do bachelor program in the US or Canada or Italy and any other countries. If you're from undergrad, okay, undergraduate program, they don't give them good scholarship. Okay, they don't actually get full scholarship because you guys are not doing. Sometimes they have some endowed, maybe some university scholarship that they give to some top students. Okay, so maybe they have like 5 scholarship for topmost 5 students, and it's the probability of you getting is low. So we tell students to write SAT. If you want to study in the US, you need SAT, this SAT exam, and you need a very good score. Okay, you need a good score to come in. Okay, so that is SAT. If you write SAT, we have a student who wrote a SAT last time and got a full scholarship to study in the US. So yeah, from undergraduates, your WASI alone is not enough you need to write SAT. SAT exam, that open the door for you to get full scholarship for undergraduates. If not, then it means you get like partial, and then maybe you have to manage just like that. Okay, so undergraduate students, you write SAT, and if you go to Canada, we have this school that give funding students. I will share the screen with you right now. York University. Let me show you this school. Okay, they have funding, but they give to topmost students. So it means that your profile have to be strong enough to win it. All right. So let me know if you are from undergraduate program, you want full scholarship. Let me show you another university that is in the US. Okay, that you can check on if you are interested. Okay. See. All right, let me show you this university that can also, let me show you. So those from nursing, if you're from nursing program, undergrad, you can move from nursing to PhD level as well. Okay, so that's one of the schools that you can check, University of Michigan, and I believe you guys can see my screen, right? Okay, let me share my screen with you. Good. This is another university that gives funding to students who are in nursing program. Okay, you can always apply to this school. University of Michigan have a good funding. Okay, that is my former university. Okay, they have a good scholarship for nursing people. Okay, yeah, from masters, you have good scholarship. Okay, so all programs. If I don't mention your program here, it doesn't mean you cannot apply. Okay, so nursing program have good scholarship. For PhD, they fund you throughout you finish school. Full scholarship and around more than $30,000 annually. Okay, that is more than some lectures in your school. Okay, this nice program. So when you apply to this program, you are admitted. You'll be having a full scholarship. Okay. Um, yeah, that's what. Osman, let me know if I've answered your question fully. So just to recap again, so if you are from mass background, mass program, let me see how they choose a student for the funding. If you're from mass background, let's say in Ghana, even if you have a lower class in mathematics, you can get full scholarship because the new maths is a different field altogether. So if you do mathematics in Ghana, you can move to biostatistics, you can move to pure maths, you can go to statistics program, you can even go to public health program. Because public health, they do, if we say public health, it's not just about disease alone. We have people who do the economic side and also the machine learning side, data analytics and co. Okay. Now, because of the AI, a lot of students I want to do AI, so many students I want to do AI. No, it's going to be choked. Okay. AI is it's one-sided area. So don't, because we have AI these days, everyone wants to do AI. No. It doesn't work that way. Okay. Don't follow the crowd. If you have interest, then you do it. Okay. So don't just apply to a program because you feel like, oh, because I have my undergrad in this field, I want to continue the same field. No. Now, if you have your undergrad, it has given you general knowledge for you to choose an area. Okay, so if you have an undergrad program, and like I said, computer science, you can go to different field. You can go to biomedical engineering. You can go to biostatistics. If you're from computer science, you can move to, the AI is there as well. That's common thing, you do. You can go to neuroscience. So you don't just have to be the same field all the time. It doesn't give you an upper hand. So we tell students, don't just feel like, oh, I want to be in the same area. Okay, you've done nursing undergrad. It doesn't mean you can do nursing masters. You can move to different fields. You can go to public health. You can go and do so many things. All right. We have someone who did physics bachelor and is doing finance PhD. Because they will take it because of your math background. You can move from mathematics to finance or accounting. They'll take you. It's your math background. So you have to know where to go. You have to be strategic and choose program that can give you funding. Now, I mentioned STEM. Before we close, let me talk about STEM program. Now, a lot of students from other side, my country, Ghana and Nigeria and other countries, most of them after school, they don't want to go back. Okay, it's common. Okay, now it's difficult because going into the trauma will catch you. Okay, so you have to choose a good program that can get you a visa easily. That's one thing you have to look at. After school, what's next for you? So when you come to us, when I'm giving you a talk consultation, I don't just look at you to just get admission and go. No, I also look at after school, what can you do? Can you get visa to stay, or you'll be staying illegally? Okay, there are a lot of guys who don't have visa now, so life is difficult, So every year, every 4 years, we have this election. So if when the government changes, life becomes difficult. So during the last election, a lot of guys were praying that maybe this party should win and this should win. So to be on the safer side, do a good program that can give you funding, give you immigration pathway. Now, a STEM program gives, if you do a STEM program in the US after school, you can get a work visa. Okay, after working, you are qualified to apply for a green card. So that's the pathway. But if you can do, say, public administration for your master's, and if you need a job, it will be difficult to find a job with that program. I'm not here to disrespect any program, but some programs will not give you job. Some program will not give you papers. We call it papers, right? If you're from Tree, they call it craft or something like that. You need papers. You need visa to stay. So some program will not help you to get papers. Some program will not help you to get a job. If you do public admin, what will you do in the US? Here they employ you based on what you can do. Okay, that's why somebody can move from data science to finance because of why he can do data analysis. Somebody can move from computer science to finance because of why he can do data analysis. He can work as a cyber chief even in the finance industry. So don't go into program. If you want to do public admin, then go for a PhD program. Don't go and do masters in public admin. You know it will be difficult for you. Don't go and do masters in political science. Finding a job will be difficult for you. Go and do PhD in political science. When you finish, you become a lecturer in the US. In the US, if you do PhD, you will definitely find a school to teach. That's what you have to be looking at. If you do computer science masters, you are okay. But now computer science in the US is no more attractive. It's no more like before it used to be. Job is not there much again. A lot of people with IT background and they don't have jobs. So these are the reality on the ground. So you have to be strategic. So if you're in school, work hard, get good GPA, move to PhD program. If you have interest in academia, then you can. And it doesn't mean when you do PhD, you are going to teach. You can work in the industry. Okay. So don't think that if I do PhD, I don't like teaching. No, that's okay. You can move to industry. All right. So you have to be careful about the program that you are choosing. If you do MBA, MBA don't have full scholarship. Are you going to take loan to do MBA and finish school? You don't have job. That's one you have to look at. So we don't actually support loan staff, but people can take it. I mean, we will not stop you, but if that's the option that you want, then you can go that way. Because for me, I don't like loan. I don't borrow money because if I work hard and I have to go and pay back some money, it's difficult for me. So I don't borrow. So I don't like loan. So work hard to get full scholarship. If you are still in Ghana, work hard and win scholarship. Don't go and take loan. If you take loan, you become a slave for loan. All right, they'll be looking for you. Okay. Last time, a student took loan, the student was trying to move to different country and they've arrested him. Okay, they reported him. So you have to be careful about what you want. Okay. Let me read comments. Okay. Thank you, Nishville. We see your comments. So that's it. If you have more questions, we'll take from there. Yes, Wisdom. Yeah, we help with admission, of course. Of course, thanks for remembering me. I forgot to talk about it. So we do admission, and can I show your comments? Sorry for that, but let me show your comments. So do you work with do you help people to get admission? Of course, we do that. We apply for it. That's what we do. Our students are lecturers in Ghana. Some of them are in the US working. So we help you with your admission. We coach you how to write your essay, your CV, and also help you to apply. Sometimes a student just need assistance with his documents, and we do that. Sometimes the student wants us to apply for him, and we do that. So we have different options, and we are registered in Ghana as well. So, and also we are going to register ourselves in the US as well. So we do apply, and it depends on your background. So if you want, you can just send an email and go to look at transcripts. We are more interested in finding what you want to do, what are your immediate requirements, and what is your goal. So we do a holistic analysis. So we don't just mention, oh, we charge this amount of money, but we want to advise you, help you to choose a right program that can win you scholarship, that can help you with your immigration. If you want to stay for some time and you want to know how to navigate the system, we do all those advice. So it's a general consultation that we need to have with you. So you can send an email, you can send us WhatsApp message or email, we'll be able to advise you and then take it from there. Okay. Oh, I think I made this comment. What about, of course, this is a nice program for funding. Agricultural PhD program is good. Okay, you have a good funding. This program have good funding. Okay, So we have to know which part of agric you are in, whether you're in plant side, animal side, and all those things. Okay, they have so many funding for these programs. So you can feel free to send an email, and if you want us to help you with your admission. Okay, and what we do is essay writing. We help you to review your essays. Very, very important. You can't get funding without having a good essay, good CV, and reference. Okay, sometimes we can, okay, I won't go there, but your reference, your CV, and your essay are very important. So we will help you to review your essays, your CV to meet the requirements. Myself, I'm a PhD student, and I've got admission to different programs. And my students, some of them have done PhD working. So we have experience in this. So we can review your essay for you to make it strong. Okay. And one thing that I didn't mention is that I'm a reviewer for a Chinese company. We review Chinese students' essay for them. Okay. And these students go to Harvard, Princeton, MIT, and the rest. So for the past 7 years, I review essay for students. So when we review essay for you, you can go to get admission. Okay. We emphasize on your CV and essay. All right. All right. So thanks for joining today's session, and keep following our page and share. Like I said the last time, I'm going to pick students every week and have free session with you. I will review your transcripts, your essay, your CV. If you want to apply to a program, you don't know what to do. If I see that you are very active on my page, you share my posts, I will pick you, have 30 minutes consultation with you, train you how to apply and win scholarships to study in the US. I'm more interested in you getting funding. Okay, I don't want you to go and apply for loan and life become. I've seen people take loan and life is hard. So for me, I want you to get scholarship and study so that when you are in the US, you can send some money to your mom and dad at home. Okay, because once you come to the US, your friends, your classmates will, hey, please can you buy some data for me? Can you send me some 10 cities and all those things? So with scholarship also help your family. Okay, you can get them some small coins, you know. So don't go for a loan. Okay, don't go for a loan. I'm not interested in you getting. A lot of people are saying we can go for Empower loan and those things. I'm not happy about that. Okay, loan is good. I'm not saying loan is bad. It's bad to me, but it can be good to you. Okay, but I'm afraid of loan. I just don't like it. So work hard and with scholarship. Scholarships is not for rich people, or maybe you're from a top school. Look, somebody can come from University of Ghana, okay, and somebody can come from Polytechnic in Ghana and win scholarship before they even the Lagos students. It all has to do with your document. The schools are not when they want to recruit you, they are not looking at whether you are from top schools in Ghana or Nigeria or not. No, they are looking at your transcripts, your CV, your essays, your reference letters, and publications or some experience that you have. So it's not about you are from a top school in Ghana or Nigeria that will make you to get admission. No, it's not that way. So if you're from local school, some college, it doesn't matter. We have students from Wisconsin. We have students from there's a school, I forgot, CAF University is in Central in Kaswa. Okay, I lived there before. So people don't know that school, but a student got full scholarship for PhD program. So it's not about which school you come from, but it has to do with your documents. All right. So don't be intimidated. Apply to top schools. I'm an advocate for top universities to get good scholarship. Okay, that's the most important thing. Lower schools don't have good funding. Oh, so I have my classmates, my high school classmates here on the page, right? So let me show him. Right, this is my high school classmates. Yeah. So nice to connect with you, Isaac. It's a long time. 2011 classmate, right? Good. And yeah, we finished school 2011. And we're in the same class. So nice to connect with you, Isaac. And okay, that'll be all for now. We'll have more sessions where I will train you how to write CV, how to write essays, and how to approach the program. So if you want to be top people that I will call next week. Okay, next week I will call next week Friday. I'll call some winners. Okay, so if you are sharing my page and liking my posts and you share, you support us, also subscribe to our YouTube channel, and I'll be I'll be recruiting you 2 people and train you to know what problem you are facing, how to apply, what program to apply to, and all those things. We are there to train you. It's not just about money, but we also want to make sure that you can be able to come to the US. Okay. Somebody was telling me last time that he was scammed. So a lot of students have been scammed and they are so scared about what to do. We have been here from 2018. Not even a single person who have one time written on Facebook, hey, green educational courses are scam, don't look at them. No, we are not. If you are looking for a trustable people to work on your application, then you are not far from us. Okay. You can go to our Facebook page and let me show you something from here. If you want to just know who are these people, who are they, feel free to, before you go, just to know what we do. Yeah, you're on my Facebook page, so you should see this right now. Share screen. Okay, these are some of our past students. Okay, so these students is from Ghana. It's now in the US. This person is not a lecturer. It's not a lecturer in University of Ghana Business School, accounting. Okay, these are students also in the US working Ghana, and this is also a PhD student who was a former lecturer at Christian Service University in Kumasi in Ghana. Okay, and most of our students here, these are PhD students as well. So we have a testimony, and you can always send an email, our WhatsApp number on our Facebook page. Okay, go to our Facebook page. We have our WhatsApp number listed there. You can reach out to us there. You can send us an email. My email, I respond to email quick. I'm an email person. I respond to email very quickly. Okay. Okay. So you are from okay, this is a nice program. Okay. You don't need masters. You can move from bachelor to PhD program directly. You don't need masters. Okay. So you apply to PhD for funding. Don't go do masters. Okay. Do PhD straight. Okay. All right. So yeah, this is my classmate again. Yeah, Isaac was a good guy, my classmate. I'm happy to see you. And okay, that'll be all for now. I'm glad to come with you in Nashville. Thanks for joining. Okay, bye.